Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Dolphins going up against the Patriots. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a first down throw, Luck. And incomplete to open things up. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Luck. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. This time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try the air now with Locke. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Great play there off the end. Question, Charles. In a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
Here's Locke. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led out by their quarterback. Started his career as a Florida Gator, finished at Louisiana Tech. It's Jeff Driscoll.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being...
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them, because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 10-3 the score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, here's Luck. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got fun.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
He'll drop to throw. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They're going to look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Here's Luck now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third and 2, Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They run a draw here on second down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Drop to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Jeff Driscoll, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it. Have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
And as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Play action. It's Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll set up to throw. And some room to roam now. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All day, defense. All day. All day. Let's go. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. A shotgun snap for Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 47-yard line. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Patriots are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Dolphins didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Now 1st and 10, he'll break free of the pack, and this long run goes for a touchdown. The lead grows to 4. Patriots have it midway through the second. Kirkpatrick's going to push his way to the QB here. This will go as a loss of 5. Dolphins on offense midway through the second. The pass ends up being picked off. Humbers is happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. After the INT, offense comes out now. Driscoll's going to break free after a stiff arm, and he'll go in for the score. The lead grows to 17.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. This will be taken way up by the 25. And he's got some space here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Russell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Walsh now for the PAT. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Luck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Luck. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now out come the Patriots. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hansen. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. To throw on second down is Locke. Paul bringing it in. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Locke on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jenkins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Chris Clemens able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Partner's not just a little slot receivers get a little trepidation going across the middle. Even the big guys, even guys like a tight end, they got a little concern going across there, going through the briar patch.
Maybe hearing some footsteps, getting a little gator on. Back to throw. And he's got room. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right. Here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Under pressure and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st down, it's Locke. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch 85. All go 85. Watch 85.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bronson Kaufusi able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Wallace Gilberry. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to second and one is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Quentin Dial in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him and the other targets aren't open.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And, oh, not sure if that was a bad hold or what, but he just sort of punched it that one. Luckily, he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. Ooh, so a little bit of an exhale after that one for the head coach. That looked like a mishit maybe of some sort, but he managed to get it over the bar.
I almost wonder if someone got a finger on it because it was a pretty atypical kick from a guy of his caliber.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Check 31, check 31.
Out of the gun, Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bronson Kaufusi in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Wallace Gilberry in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour? Yeah,
the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Mike Cyphers now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Double tight, double tight. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out...